Live from our studio in Springfield, you're watching News Channel 20 at 5:30.
President Biden's nearly $2 trillion relief bill has passed the U.S. Senate and now heads back to the House when lawmakers expect it to be signed. And what one lawmaker is saying about the Senate's passage of the American Rescue Plan and how Illinois will benefit. Plus, after gas prices skyrocketed during the Arctic blast, why small central Illinois towns say the cost won't hurt your wallet. Well, good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jacob Emerson. We'll get to those stories and much more throughout the next half hour. But first, Storm Team meteorologist Sarah Converse joining us live now in the Weather Center with more on what is to be expected over the skies of central Illinois this coming week. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Jacob. Yes, we're seeing dry weather continue for the rest of tonight, and that will start off the work week too as well. But we'll be pulling out the umbrellas before you know it as a soggy weather pattern sets up. So here's a look at the current conditions right now across central Illinois. We'll look at satellite and radar. Just a few high altitude like clouds filtering their way out. Clear skies are going to be persisting through tonight. We'll see temperatures slowly falling down into the upper 40s by 9, only to 47 degrees as we head towards 11. So it will be a fairly mild night, and temperatures are continuing to be on the rise. By the time we head towards Wednesday, we'll be almost near 70 degrees. But stay with us. I'm tracking also rain chances. I'll let you know when those rain chances are set to arrive and what you can expect for your work week coming up in just a few minutes.
Alrighty, thanks for that update, Sarah. The Senate approving a $1.9 trillion relief bill and now heads back to the House for final approval before it reaches President Joe Biden's desk for his signature. Biden says he hopes to have $1,400 stimulus checks out by the end of this month. Meanwhile, a new ABC News and Ipsos poll shows a majority of Americans approve of the president's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. Here's ABC's Zoreen Shah with the details.
The bill as amended is passed.
After Saturday's narrow party line vote to pass the $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill, Democratic leaders are confident the bill will be signed into law this week.
Did you ever imagine in the United States of America, you'd see lines literally miles long, folks in their automobiles waiting for a box of food to be put in their trunk?
The bill would send $1,400 direct payments to millions of Americans and allocates billions for nutrition programs, rental assistance, small businesses, vaccine programs, and schools. The administration also working to get millions of Americans vaccinated. White House senior advisor on COVID, Andy Slavitt, tweeting on Saturday, 2.9 million vaccines reported administered today, 20% above the last record. The latest ABC Ipsos poll finds 68% of Americans approve of the president's response to the pandemic. Meanwhile, several states have already begun easing restrictions and lifting mask mandates.
It is absolutely the responsible thing to do to keep those mask mandates in place. When numbers come down, when more people are vaccinated, that's the time to be easing them.
The New York Times now reporting the highly contagious UK variant accounts for more than 20% of new cases in the U.S., something the CDC has warned about. The lab testing company Helix revealing Florida had the highest share. Yet southern Florida is seeing crowds of spring break revelers.
And the last thing we need are huge gatherings where people aren't wearing masks and they're not exercising physical distancing.
Dr. Anthony Fauci telling CBS we're going in the right direction. We just need to hang in a bit longer.
We want to get those levels of virus very, very low, and then we will have much, much easier time to safely pull back and get the economy and all the other things that we want to be normal.
Zoreen Shah, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Zoreen. Now, Illinois Senator Dick Durbin is sharing his thoughts on the passage of President Biden's American Rescue Plan in the Senate. Durbin saying that the plan not only helps Americans across the country, but it is especially helpful for Illinoisans. He says that the plan focuses on priorities that many Illinoisans share. Those priorities include stopping the pandemic, getting the economy back on track, and getting children back in school.
It was certainly worth all the effort and all the wait when you look at the benefits for our country and especially for Illinois. I know I speak for my colleague and friend, Senator Tammy Duckworth. This is one of the most important votes we will have cast.
Durbin also highlighting the mental health and extended unemployment benefits that are included in the stimulus plan. And tonight on News Channel 20 at 10, I will have an exclusive report on the COVID-19 vaccine rollout concerns from 42 county health departments across the state, plus actions Republicans say Governor Pritzker needs to take now. And in your COVID-19 update, state health officials reporting 14 new deaths because of the virus. The total now more than 20,700. Officials also announcing more than 1,000 new cases of the virus in the state and almost 1.2 million total cases. And across the nation, the U.S. reaching almost 29 million confirmed COVID-19 cases, along with 524,000 deaths. 358 million tests have been conducted. And to date, more than 3.2 million vaccine doses have been administered across Illinois. Over 75,000 of those doses were given right here in Sangamon County. Well, many small central Illinois towns could soon raise your utility bills. This comes after natural gas prices skyrocketed during the Arctic blast a few weeks ago. News Channel 20's Tessa Ventulin is working for you tonight to explain how it may not break your bank. Tessa?
Well, Jacob, many small towns are getting gas bills for February that are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars more than they're used to. Now, villages like Pawnee and Riverton are trying to find different ways to tackle the payment. One of them is raising your utility bills, but it would only cost you a couple of dollars more a month for the next few years. The Pawnee mayor says they can't hit people with the bill. That's thousands of dollars.
Can't hit anybody with that, especially during a pandemic. So, you know, that's our goal, was to make it, it's still going to be painful over a long period of time, but less painful every month.
Mayor Jeff Clark, along with other small towns, have applied for a state loan as well that's worth $15 million that could help them pay their gas bill this month. Reporting live in Springfield, Tessa Ventulin. Jacob, back to you.
Alrighty, thanks for that report, Tessa. Now tonight at 10, we are hearing from what residents have to say about the gas price spike and why towns feel they were put in an unfair situation. Well, across Illinois, 2 members of the Illinois National Guard are receiving special recognition for helping protect the U.S. Capitol. Privates First Class Margaret and Annika Meyer are sisters who serve in the same unit as culinary specialists. In a Facebook post from the District of Columbia National Guard, it says, "This Women's History Month, we honor the dedicated service of these women in the military." And the Neoga Police Department is welcoming a new furry friend to their ranks. Canine Obi is a Belgian Malinois imported to the United States in 2020, where he began his training in Indiana. Obi will help the department in narcotics detection, criminal apprehension, and tracking. The police department's canine unit is completely funded by donations. And crime alert, a Maroa teen is facing charges after police say he stole an Illinois State Police trooper's rifle on Friday. According to ISP, the trooper's squad car was parked at his house around 6 in the morning. He found his window smashed and M4 rifle stolen. They say an investigation led to Zion Hoffman. A search warrant led to the recovery of the rifle. Hoffman is being charged with possession of a stolen firearm. And in your community tonight, a local car dealership wants to keep Springfield's micro pantries filled with food, but they need your help to keep local families fed. Green Mazda is asking customers to buy $5 food bags at their dealership. The general manager says once they sell $2,500 of the bags, they'll match it and fill micro pantries across the capital city.
And although we all have good intentions, sometimes we need that little extra push in order to get out and do something, and that's why we're trying to make it easy. So help us. We're trying to make it as easy as we can.
Manager Colin List says one bag contains meals that can feed a family of 4. They deliver the bags to micro pantries in Springfield around 3 times a month. And still ahead on News Channel 20 at 5:30, how one farm is honoring those lost to COVID-19. Plus, why former President Trump is sending a cease and desist letter to Republican fundraising organizations. And coming up later in sports, we'll recap yesterday's season finale win as the Illinois men's basketball team heads into the postseason action. Stay with us.